happening, people?
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Taste Like Music. Jason, Joe, and Crams are here. It is Grateful Dead week, and we are about to reveal our top 10 favorite Grateful Dead songs each. Cram kicked things off in the albums video. If you haven't seen that yet, go check it out. He's going to kick it off here as well. What do you got?
Well, my number 10 is a song I used to not care for. I've got Touch of Grey. I think it's really chipper, really upbeat. I think it's got good hooks to it. I love that little tag on it. The dun, 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 dun. It's got like almost like a carnival kind of roller coaster flair to it. I really dig it. Number 9, I've got Till the Morning Comes. It's got that really nice, sweet, warm little guitar part. Really good harmonies. The drums are so light. It creates this really cool feel with the bass really bright in the mix. Number 8, U.S. Blues. Pretty good country rocker. I like the simple phrasing and meter by Garcia on the vocals. The little honky-tonk piano touches are really nice. It almost has like a children's song innocence to it. Number 7, Saint Stephen. I really like the dynamics of it, the way it kind of changes pace and picks up and takes off, the way it softens and becomes dreamy with that little kind of xylophone part or whatever it is. I think it's really cool. It like gets slow but intensifies at the same time. Number 6, Unbroken Chain. Really gorgeous electric guitar work, has that classic 70s ballad kind of feel to it, especially in the guitar tone. The bass is high and good too. Gets really nice steady rhythm to it while being very soft and sweet and bittersweet and delicate. Number 5, Scarlet Begonias. I think the rhythm section is on fire here, especially the drum work. The melody is really strong. I love the way the song breathes and is catchy while also being a little jammy. Number 4, I've got Box of Rain. I think it's just an absolutely beautiful song. I think it's got this like kind of wavy whimsicalness to it, and the way the harmonies come in are just really comforting. I think it's really touching. Number 3, China Doll, which we kind of talked about in the albums video, I think doesn't fit the album, especially in its placement, that great, but it is a tremendous song. It's really dark. Got this kind of gothic medieval haunted harpsichord work, fantastic vocals that are kind of moody blues-esque a little bit, really pretty and mysterious at the same time, and a different kind of track for them. It stands out for me. Number 2, the very Beatlesy Here Comes the Sunshine. Really warm and good vibes all around, just sunny as hell, smiley and peppy and full of good nature, but kind of breezy. That little guitar lead to open and throughout the song is like this little butterfly in the morning grass. Number 1, we think we may have a trifecta here, and I'm gonna do my part. I got Stella Blue at number 1. Little gem here, slower and fragile, almost Beatles-like with its vocal performance. Kind of reminds me of Something, George Harrison masterpiece. Just a really misty, beautiful song. Love the way he cautiously says the word Stella. It's just perfect.
All right. My top 10 Grateful Dead tunes. Number 10, maybe a shocker, but I've got Far From Me from Go to Heaven. Kind of a mellow, late 70s soft rock tune, but the musicianship I think is really great. Brent Midland never sounds better. Kind of Dan Fogelberg-esque. Joe mentioned Michael McDonald in the albums video, and I don't know if vocally he does, but there's definitely a bit of like a Doobie Brothers vibe on this track. Number 9, I've got Here Comes Sunshine, kind of a mid-tempo tune, but it's got this nice bounce to it that maybe makes it feel a little bit more up-tempo than it actually is. Some of the melody on it is a little bit Beatlesy to me. I dig the little synthy key sounds behind the chorus section. Number 8, I've got If I Had the World to Give. Sounds like a lost George Harrison track. Really cool song, unique in their catalog. It's sung by Jerry, but I don't think it really sounds like him. I actually had to look up who is singing on this track to find out it was him. He's really sounding a lot like George. Number 7, I've got Ship of Fools, the closing track from Mars Hotel, which I think is otherwise kind of a mid-album, but it ends on a really high note with this. One of Jerry's best vocals, the whole band delivering some really soulful playing on this track. Number 6, I've got Road Jimmy. Really great understated playing on this one. Unfolds slowly, really develops so well, and it's got that killer slide playing on it, which is really great. Not a lot of that in the discography, but works really well on that song. Number 5, I've got Doing That Rag. from the third record. I think it's one of their most melodically satisfying songs. It's really tuneful and it changes gears several times throughout the song, but none of those changes really feel abrupt. I think it's a really well constructed track. Number 4, I've got Uncle John's Band. This kind of announces the new direction of the band. It works really well. It feels really natural. Great group vocals and harmonies, and love the auxiliary percussion on it as well. Number 3, I've got Friend of the Devil. Some of the best storytelling I think that they've ever done. Really folky, but it's also catchy and memorable, and I love David Grisman's mandolin work on that song as well. Number 2, I've got Help on the Way / Slipknot. Super different from Friend of the Devil, which was just a few years earlier. Just funky, jazzy, dark, and mysterious. Great playing by everyone involved. I think maybe the best display of their musicianship in the entire catalog, at least as far as their studio work goes. And yeah, number 1 for me also, Stella Blue. Maybe Jerry's best vocal performance, gorgeous melody. The band is so patient here. Just really amazing, dynamic playing. And of course, the pedal steel coming in just kind of puts it over the top. I love it.
All right. Good list. Good list. Number 10, I got Casey Jones. I just think Driving That Train, High on Cocaine. Casey Jones, you better watch your speed is a great line. And it's really bouncy. Unlike most of the other tracks on Working Man's Dead, it's got a little more of that pop rock feel to it. Number 9, I got Passenger, up-tempo, fun, good driving song. Love the slide guitar, the way it really opens up in the middle, brings the track to life. And I like Weir and Donna Godchow, their dual lead vocals there. Number 8, Mississippi Half Step, Uptown Toodaloo. Really like the way the guitar, fiddle, and piano come together. Real prominent sound. Skillfully weaving in and out, and I think Garcia sounds really great on vocals on that. He's like a little weathered, a little older, wiser, and wearier, but I think it works for that song. Number 7, Help on the Way, Slipknot, just killer jazzy, sinister rocker from Blues for Allah. Number 6, Touch of Grey, sweet, age-appropriate rocker. I like the sentiment in the lyrics a lot. Number 5, Terrapin Station, as progressive, I think, as they ever got. It's just a leviathan of a track. It's 16 minutes long. But the guitars from Jerry are fierce, and Paul Buckmaster had some really nice orchestration. Big sense of like romance and epic, what's the word? Cinematic to that one from Terrapin Station. Number 4, I got High Time. Really love the plaintive, yearning vocals. Those close harmonies are great. Garcia sounds almost like Roger McGuinn at times, I think, on that. The simple instrumentation is great. It's like played with a light touch. And you really just hear every note. It's great. The country swing to the bass. Garcia's new arrow in his quiver, that lap steel, just sounds amazing on it. Maybe a little Sweetheart of the Rodeo influence. Number 3, Friend of the Devil. It's just one of those immediate songs, has such a strong melody. Like it sounds like an ingrained American folk classic. I really love the banjo or mandolin or whatever it is on there. And a really good guitar line from Jerry. Number 2, Box of Rain. Incredibly pretty song, elegy to Lesh's dying father. And I think it works really well with Lesh's less than perfect vocals, and with Garcia and Weir harmonizing with them. It's just incredible. Number 1, it's happening, people. For the first time since the Beach Boys, we have a trifecta, and that's pretty amazing for a 13 album discography. Stella Blue is my favorite Grateful Dead song, a song I'd never heard of or heard before this week. I absolutely love it. It's the Americana version of Rain Song. And it's interesting, Cramser, you said you hear George Harrison in it. Of course, the Led Zeppelin wrote Rain Song because George Harrison said they couldn't write a love song. So there's some kind of connection that we're hearing here. The Zeppelin, it's all coming together. George Harrison, I don't know, but it's such a good song. It's kind of soft and quiet, and it just has this great swell into that big epic middle. Got great piano, wonderful backing vocals, that lap steel. It just turns into this epic that you don't really see coming. And just a fantastic song. My favorite Grateful Dead, Stella Blue, #1 for everybody. Woo!
Nice George Harrison tie-in. So that quiet one, man, George, he does not hold his tongue when you ask him what he's thinking. He's like, yeah, is that playing? I just watched the interview, his reaction to John Lennon's death, and he's kind of just like, man, it is what it is. Like, it's like, wow, damn, dude. Holy hell.
All right, there you go. Yeah, was the Beach Boys the last trifecta song? Might have been. I can't think of any others. I feel like there might have been one other one.
I think there was one, just because I remember us being like, this the last time we did this was the Beach Boys, but I can't remember.
Replacements, maybe?
No, I think I had Unsatisfied as my #1 replacements, but I can't remember.
I'm sure someone out there knows. Let us know in the comments if you know. Let us know what your favorite Dead songs are. Drop them down in the comments. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell for notifications and check the video description for links to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, website, merch, all that stuff. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.